sessions so that others will like understand where I'm coming from. So the boon I asked from my spiritual teacher was to become a space. They call it state. Each entity, like in India, they have gods and goddesses, right? All those exist inside us. We are the universe. So the goddess is inside. So when you ask for a state of that goddess inside you, that is to emulate that essence of consciousness in you. Okay. So when I went there, there is an essence of consciousness called anusuya, meaning like not able to find fault. Anu means not. Suya means finding fault. So it's like negative for finding fault. Okay. So I asked for that sainthood because I wanted to become a saint. Remember, I was saying like I wanted to be ordained. So my teacher agreed. Yeah, granted. You can work on it. But I had no idea what I asked for. Right. Sometimes you want to be the Jesus, but you have no idea what Jesus is, right? Same way. So then I come to find out Anusuya is actually a space you hold in spite of working very, very close with another person, not to micromanage and look at their faults. I didn't know that. I didn't know it was like a position. It's like saying, you are my vice president.
Right.
So essentially, I'm the vice president, but my role is to not make sure I pick on the people I work with, who's my president, right?
Right.
So that included my husband, my patient. So essentially, it was a eye-opening moment for me to understand, oh my God, what I asked for was when I'm complaining and when I'm annoyed at another person, that is violating my own boon.
Right.
So what I find is the more close we engage with another person, we can actually pick up easily their blind spots, meaning like that's what my teacher calls blind spots, meaning you are becoming aware that they are not paying attention to certain things and you want to pick on it.
Right.
Because to make it like, like you are on the right.
Right.
But instead, if you overlook it, you could see the beauty in them because everybody is pure consciousness.
Right.
So when you see the beauty in them, even that mark of bad spots or blind spots ends up being truly beautiful.
Right.
Because by them engaging in certain way, you could see the truth in them because they are coming from a very different space.
Right.
So I find that space I didn't do well last year. So this year my goal is to work on it and bring it to completion, meaning to bring it to the next level where I'm truly there for people and not really being annoyed at the way they treat me, instead me to treat them nice and overlooking that aspect of what I would wish was different rather than accepting where they are at.
She says that a lot, that I pick her apart.
Yes.
I'm always telling her what she does wrong, what she could do better.
So I feel like, see, you can only grow things that you pay attention to. So if you find faults, you have not found it nice, the growth, right? So what happens is you're ending up spreading that plant wider, but whereas if you trim it in a certain way, only we shine on the growth, it grows even further, right? So I find, why don't I just focus on what is working rather than what's not working, right?
So that makes plenty of sense.
Yeah, and also the ultimate point is for us to be the sweetness in that relationship. So you don't want to be so bitter that people cannot hang on with us, right?
Right.
You want them to enjoy the joy. So last year, me and my husband, we would run around, I would always find another task to do and stuff. And finally, during Christmas, my husband was saying, can you take this year to just not do anything and just be there for family? I said, but when I'm here, I'm bored because you guys don't seem to want me around. And but he says it's not that. He says just having me in that home is joyful for them.
Right.
I don't need to do.
There.
Yeah.
Right.
So I didn't realize that was that important to him. So he's cooking like, for my kids breakfast. My children love when he cooks, because he cooks like, bacon and pancakes and other stuff. And I'm not very good at American food.
Yeah.
So I was making tea, and he had all this what is it called, the stove top filled with like big pans, right?
Yeah.
I have my little tea pot, which felt selfish to me. Like, I'm here just taking care of myself, not even worried about my kids. But you know what? Afterwards, like I said, hey Keith, am I on your way? He says, no. I love when we cook together. Which I haven't done. I didn't even think of that way.
But you're there.
But he liked the idea of us. It's almost like a being like a toddler. Like toddlers know how to do parallel play. Right. They cannot play with each other.
Right.
But they love their toy and.
Right. Yeah,
but just being in the same space seems to be fun.
Right.
So that's when I realized, so he just wants me to be in the toddler play place.
Right. Just there. Right.
So that's what I'm saying. So with your girlfriend, do the same way. Like create a space where she feels safe to, like, it doesn't matter whatever she says, griping, nagging, but once you create that space, then the beauty will evolve. Right. See, initially it will start with complaining, but then afterwards you could, like, tweak it in such a way that she could see the beauty in you.
Right. Like when she's complaining, just agree.
No need to agree. You just watch her.
Right.
Like what? See, people always have a piece of truth in them. But there is also a piece of lie in them. Right. Okay, so my teacher says it like there is a sweetness and hypocrisy in everybody. Right. And that is true with me too. Right. Like, here I'm making another patient wait when I'm talking to you, right? That is hypocrisy. Right. But whereas I want to give you the space of time, because time is again bogus. The time doesn't exist. We can stretch and bend the time as we want. So people, when they say I'm in a rush, I feel the sentence for him. I'm in a rush to get nowhere. Right. Yes, because they are super busy and then they're going to get stuck in the traffic for like 4 hours. So like I feel it's all a stupid way of interacting and annoying each other. Right. I feel take a breath and they're gonna be happy. Give 100% when you're with them. Right. Make eye contact and do your thing. Right. And when you leave, forget the space. Go back to whatever you're engaging with and don't come back even in your mind, you know. So that's the way I engage with people. I give them 100%, but once you're gone, until for another week. Same thing you want to do with your girlfriend, because initially she's going to be annoyed and stuff, but then there is going to be sweet moments. She's going to say, I'm so grateful you were listening to me. So now, if she had complained 99 times and said one nice thing about you, just focus on one nice thing and acknowledge it and let go of the 99. Okay. And then when you wake up, don't wake up with that 99. Don't even remember. Create an amnesia space for you. Right. Oh, I forgot. What did we talk about? I forgot. Even if you remember, that's what I'm going to do, because I always used to yell at my dad and stuff, and I'm saying this year I'm going to do it very, very different. I'm going to pretend as though I didn't know what happened yesterday. I'm going to be clueless, but I'm going to really focus on what is working for them and working for me and grow that space. Just like growing, gardening, right? You want to trim the dead leaves and prune.
So grow healthy,
yeah. See, all these guys, they are looking for water and stuff. Yeah. So that's the space I want you to create, because ultimately, once you're happy, there's no way they cannot be happy around you. Right. Because they see you bright and cheery and
Right. It makes sense.
Yeah, because people cannot be miserable forever.
Right. People don't want to be miserable forever.
No, I think they get attracted to, why are you so happy? What is it in you? Let me learn that. Right. Because people know subconsciously that they want to do the right thing.
Of course.
They will correct themselves. It's a matter of time.
Right.
Sometimes I feel like, sometimes I even tell myself, I wonder how long it will take for them to correct themselves. Sometimes it'll be 20 minutes.
Right.
My Christmas, I wanted to give my kids money. This is the third topic. I'm digressing, but after this we will finish. So We stopped at the bank on the way, and my husband took a little bit longer, so my children were all ticked off. They were in the car, so they wanted to get a present. I was planning to buy them. My middle one, like he wanted capo, and then he wanted a boombox.
Right.
So I said I'll pay for it, but he says he doesn't want me around. He says I'm done with you. I cannot deal with you now. So my husband was saying, you wanted to give them money, right? Do you want to give it to them? I said, I don't want to give them money when I feel like cursing them in my mind.
Right.
I said, come back a little later when I feel like loving towards them, and I'll pay them the money.
Right.
So my kid said, that's fine.
Right.
So essentially, I went and I was thinking, and I said, I could see how nice they were, and I don't want to cloud my experience based on this half-hour delay we caused them. We went into the bank, and it was essentially my fault too.
Right.
So I said, you know what? I could see why they were annoyed, and I could correct myself in 10 minutes.
Right.
And I came back and gave them the money even before they went.
Right.
So they didn't have to even wait. So I was thinking, okay, so now my behavior I could correct in 10 minutes.
Right.
So what I would like to do is for you, watch it the same way. If you are having a fight, you went overnight, 12 hours, and then you were able to correct your behavior, right? Make the time shorter and shorter and shorter, so that the sweetness in you comes back quicker. It's like you the pilot in your stove goes out, right?
Right.
So that's the sweetness off because of a behavior from another person or your thinking or whatever it is.
Right.
And that pilot needs to be lit faster and faster. Right. That's the goal of the relationship.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes
then
sense.
There will be no codependency. Codependency is because you feel you're wronged in some way.
Right.
I feel I have been not treated right. But it doesn't matter.
Right.
Who cares what he treats me right or not? He might be saying, Mom, I love you. And in his mind, he's saying, oh, I hate her. So we don't even know what is correct, what's wrong.
Right.
So I feel it doesn't matter.
Right.
It's about me. Am I allowing myself to be affected by that behavior?
Right.
But in the end, we ended up having a great Christmas.
Right.
I loved the way it evolved.
Right.
So I ended up having a good time. So and plus it was such a horrific cold.
Oh, I know.
So we were in each other's foot.
Right.
But essentially we were cooped up, that long.
It was so cold out, right?
Yeah.
Couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah, so each one is watching the show, essentially we are getting on each other's feet too long.
Right.
But it was fun.
Yeah.
Does it make sense?
Yeah, it makes good sense. I gotta just let her. I can't focus on her negatives. I gotta just worry about me and me being happy, and then she'll actually be happy.
Yes. Keep your number one goal is for you to be happy.
Right.
In spite of being treated irrelevantly or as a nothing or not being validated, but it's okay.
Right, because I don't need to be.
Yes, because you know you're doing the right thing.
Right.
Do it because it's the right thing to do.
Right. Okay.
That's a space to go.
Okay.
Pure love space.
Right.
Because then there is nothing wrong in that space.
Right. And it'll attract good things to me.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Breathing space. Breathe easy. And let nothing bother you.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Happy New Year. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you so much. So cold out.
I know. Oh my God.
It happened so fast, right?
Yeah. You too. Maida?